Rap is not an art. And I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm the manager.
Well, you're wasting your time, Mr. Manager.
You gotta be kidding me.
You're wasting your time.
Really?
These clients of yours, these
Yeah?
rappers,
Yeah.
they look like gang members.
You can't come down here and arrest people just because of what they look like.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel where we break down the latest and greatest news in the world of hip-hop. Today, we're diving into some of the wildest stories in rap history. We're talking about 5 legendary rappers who got caught up with the law. From shocking arrests to headline-making scandals, these artists have lived the lyrics they spit. Let's get into it. Starting off our list at number 5, we have the one and only Lil Wayne. Back in 2007, Wheezy was arrested in New York on weapons charges after police found a loaded .40 caliber pistol on his tour bus. The case dragged on for years, and in 2010, Wayne began serving an 8-month sentence at Rikers Island. Despite the setback, Lil Wayne continued to dominate the rap game, even releasing his album I Am Not a Human Being while behind bars. Lil Wayne's arrest shook the hip-hop world, but he showed us all how to turn a negative into a positive. Coming in at number 4 is Meek Mill, whose legal battles have been a major part of his life story. In 2017, Meek was sentenced to 2 to 4 years in prison for violating probation on a nearly decade-old gun and drug case. The harsh sentence sparked outrage and a nationwide movement for criminal justice reform, with big names like Jay-Z and Drake showing support. After spending 5 months in prison, Meek was released, and he's since become an outspoken advocate for reforming the probation and parole system. Meek Mill turned his struggles into a movement, using his platform to fight for justice and inspire change. At number 3, we've got Kodak Black. This Florida rapper has had multiple run-ins with the law, but one of the most significant was in 2019 when he was arrested on federal weapons charges. Kodak was accused of falsifying information on federal forms to purchase firearms. He pleaded guilty and was sentenced to nearly 4 years in prison. But Kodak's story took a surprising turn when he was granted clemency by President Donald Trump in January 2021, just before leaving office. Kodak's legal troubles have been well documented, but his story is far from over. At number 2, we have the King of the South, T.I. In 2007, just hours before the BET Hip Hop Awards, T.I. was arrested in Atlanta on federal gun charges after attempting to purchase machine guns and silencers from undercover agents. T.I. pleaded guilty and served a year and a day in prison. This arrest came at the height of his career, but T.I. used his experience to educate others, even launching a reality show called T.I.'s Road to Redemption, where he mentored troubled teens. T.I. showed the world that even in the darkest times, there's always a path to redemption. And finally, at number 1, we have the legendary Tupac. Tupac Shakur's life was as turbulent as his music was influential. In 1995, Tupac was sentenced to prison for a highly controversial sexual assault case. He spent nearly a year behind bars before being released on bail, thanks to Suge Knight, who signed him to Death Row Records. Tupac's time in prison only fueled his passion, leading to the creation of some of his most iconic work, including the album All Eyes on Me. Tupac's arrest was a defining moment in his life, but it didn't stop him from becoming one of the most influential figures in music history. And there you have it, folks, the top 5 rappers who found themselves on the wrong side of the law. These stories remind us that the road to success is never easy, and sometimes the biggest stars have to overcome the darkest challenges. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below on who you think should have made the list. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more deep dives into the world of hip-hop. Peace.